And we are back with Guilford County school leaders answering your questions. You can continue to text us your questions. This text question says, are chat portions used in teams between students and teachers, or do they just ask questions over the video portion of the chat?
Well, so it really depends on how the teacher has set that Teams meeting up. Teams is really this live portion of teaching. And so teachers can set it up that students could ask questions in the chat or via the video. And students don't have to turn their videos on either, right? So one of the things that we've talked a lot to staff about is understanding that students come from various backgrounds, and some students may not feel comfortable turning their video on, but they may just want to chat, or they may want to type the question into the chat box. So it depends on how the teacher has set up that Teams meeting individually on exactly how that information would run.
This person is asking, my son is at Northwest High School. I don't understand the difference, or is there any, between Canvas and virtual learning. Can you explain?
Yeah, so Canvas is the platform through which we use to do virtual learning. And so if you kind of think about it, Canvas is the classroom that students would enter to receive their virtual learning. It's this repository where teachers can embed their lessons, they can embed videos, they can embed links, quizzes, tests, all of the instructional materials that they will need. So Canvas is kind of what holds all of that information in one spot so that students don't have to go to multiple different platforms or multiple different websites to access the learning that's going to happen that day.
But Canvas and virtual school are two different things.
Yeah, so virtual school still uses Canvas. So Canvas is what we call our LMS, or our learning management system. And so both remote learning and virtual school use Canvas, and Canvas is the statewide system because it talks with our PowerSchool and our student information system, so that classes are pre-built for teachers. So when a teacher logs on to Canvas, all of their students are already pre-built there and already loaded, so teachers don't have to add new classes, and then teachers can just add their content into that space.
All right, this next question is, I have an old laptop, but it needs to be updated. Any suggestions where I can take it so the district can utilize it? Angie Henry, I believe you're probably going to take this one because you were able to talk about in one of the last few segments about how the school system is looking for some donations.
Certainly, again, we are really need about 5,200 devices right away to help our students who don't have devices. So gently used devices with the camera and the charger and hopefully some audio can be delivered to 712 North Eugene Street, which is in downtown Greensboro, or 900 English Road, the front desk there, and that's in High Point. So any one of those two locations can receive those devices. Also, if you just want to donate cash, about $350 for purchase a Chromebook, and that can be donated through Guilford Education Alliance.
Okay. This person says, my son has barely done anything since Monday, has not met any of his teachers. Then we hear that other students are flooded with workloads. What should we do?
So I would encourage that parent to reach out to the school. That's the best place to get communication, is to call the school, speak with the principal and assistant principal. The beginning of the school year is always, we always have lots of changes that happen. And I think the virtual environment has made even more changes with not being able to see people face to face and walk them to their classrooms. So I would just encourage any parent that is receiving that or not receiving the work for their student to reach out to the school. Because they're definitely the first place and the best place that can help alleviate that problem.
All right, this person is saying, my son is in the 12th grade. He's been registered for virtual learning since July. When should he expect to be enrolled in his core classes through APEX or NCVPS?
So in terms of our high school students who have enrolled for virtual learning, they stay enrolled at their home high school. And so when that student logs Canvas, he or she should see the courses that they've been assigned to, the instructor that's there. If for some reason there's a problem accessing that dashboard, or if the enrollment piece is delayed for some reason, the school should be able to help him enroll or access those classes. But those courses were loaded and ready for Monday, so it seems like in this case there's an access issue. High school counselors and our high schools are ready and able to take these questions, can confirm student ID numbers that are sometimes tricky and needed to log on to access the first time. But just like any other student, that Canvas platform holds the courses that students enrolled in, and he or she should be able to see those as soon as they log on for that virtual learning.
Okay, we're continuing to take your questions, and you can text them 336-379-5775. We'll be back in just a few moments.